What is up, everyone? This is Rob the Vapor and I'm back with a review, and today we have the Fuhattan by Hcigar mechanical mod 18650. Got it sitting on a Doge, and yeah, let's talk a little bit about it. This is a mechanical mod if you didn't get that straight away. The main feature about it is the magnetic switch. Only takes 18650s, so that's just, so you guys know that there's no interchangeable sleeves or anything like that. It is just a simple unit. So the Fuhattan is a clone of the Amerivape Manhattan. They stopped making that, so if you want to get a Manhattan, you can't. It's only Fuhattans now. The Manhattan is gone off the market completely. And yeah, they're a really nice unit. They're sold as like a cloud chaser 18650 mod, but the thing is, you guys will know that most mechanical mods are more or less the same, but they're not all created equal, but it's not going to make a huge difference. So the main features, I'll just break it down for you guys, is it's an entirely copper body, so with a carbon fiber sleeve, which is kind of around, well, outer tube or whatever you want to call it. Then it's got the copper positive and negative pins, the Delrin insulators, the magnetic switch, the 510 connection, and we'll talk about this a little bit once we actually break down all the parts and we look at it closer. We'll see exactly what it's got in it. But I like to do my verdict first, because if you guys are coming for a review, maybe you guys seen this online and you want to know, is it good? I really actually like this. I think the magnetic firing pin or firing part is actually really good. The switch itself, so you have to press it down quite hard to get vapor. It's not going to just, if it sits on your desk, it's not going to produce vapor. But I've been told by my good friend Dumb Gecko that magnets can sort of decrease in strength over time, so it is possible that you would want to maybe think twice before putting it down on a desk all the time. So you can't really put this in your pocket. This will probably fire. There is no locking mechanism. And yeah, you don't want to have it in your car or when you're driving, because again, same thing will probably happen. Can't really lay it down on its side either when you have an RDA on it, unless it's dry. So this is really one of those units that you would just sort of use chilling in your house, while you've got an eye on it. Personally, that's what I would use it for. Apparently this is a competition mod, so if you're at a competition, then you could use it there. But I've got a Doge on this, 0.5 ohm. I could have went lower. I probably should have, but it's whatever. I'll show you guys the vapor production on this. And again, squeaky chair, and it's pretty good, right? It's a great 18650 mod. I love it. It's just so heavy, very weighty in your hand, very significant feeling, quite big. It's a 24mm mod, which means that pretty much all your 22 RDAs are going to look stupid on there, unless you have like a brass copper looking style atomizer. For example, the plume veil I have looks pretty good on top of it, but my plume isn't built right now, so you ain't seen the plume on there. But I don't know, I think it's a really nice thing, man. There's not much I can say about it. It's an 18650 mod. It's simple. It's well made. It does its job well. And that's it. Now, the only other thing that I didn't like was a lot of the clones that come out had cool boxes, cool Fuhattan boxes. Hcigar's version only has just Hcigar. That's it. Very basic box. Nothing comes in it. You just get your Fuhattan. That's it. Sort of leaves you with that empty feeling when you're used to opening like atomizer packets. You get the little crap in it. But yeah, it's awesome. I really like it. I will use this a lot. If you were looking for a 24mm atomizer, there isn't many. There's a few. The Subtanker is one of the ones that I can think of straight off my head, but that I think is 25. So that's not even going to sit flush. That's going to sit a little bit over. So that's actually bigger than the mod. But it might look cool. It's tough finding a match for a carbon fiber, so you would probably want to use like the copper, to match it up. But yeah, let's take it down. We'll take a look at it. We'll separate it all in little bits, and we'll talk about it a bit there. because I like it. It's a good mod. You know, if you want to buy it, there's nothing wrong with it. The magnets work. What more can I say about it, you know? You want to just really press down on it to get it to fire. It will sit on your desk without firing. The magnet system is pretty slick. Let's check it out right now. Or not. Okay, so here are the 3 pieces. This is where the magic happens right here. And this is where the switch is located and stuff like that. So basically, I'm going to show you guys how to take it apart and stuff like that, because, and actually, there's the little logo right there. It's pretty slick. Americlone. And it's got its number underneath it. Pretty sick. So let's take this apart, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Because if you're like me, you'll mess up everything, like the magnets. Like, check this out. Look, it just sticks to everything, like that. It's pretty cool. But so yeah, this is your magnet, you know, and this will pop out, your little magnet right here. If I can get it on the camera, yeah. So that'll pop out, and you know, that's sort of what happens. It's like they snap together with great difficulty. You just pop them in like that. You have to sort of screw it in. It doesn't really want to go in there with the magnets and stuff like that. So you have to press her in a little bit, and then get your little pin there. And you want to put that bitch down on it. Get your little pin back on. And that's basically it. It's a really simple unit to sort of go through. Do you know what I mean? There's not actually a whole lot to do with it. And once you press the switch, then it'll fire the pin. Look at that, we're getting like cool camera effects and shit. It's pretty cool, right? So yeah, that's basically your switch. Really nice switch, simple, ain't gonna fire by accident. You really need to exert quite a bit of pressure to get that to fire. So it should be okay, but don't quote me on it. I don't know shit about anything, so I'm not an expert on these things. And then here's your little pin. Now this does have to be adjusted. Whenever you're using an atomizer, it will probably need to be adjusted a little bit based on what atomizer you're using. So keep that in mind. So if you leave it like that, say, and we screw in, say, the doge again. Let's see if we can get that going. And this is the best way to really put the unit back on, is, you know, sort it out first. Get this done first, because otherwise you won't have a bad time. So yeah, just get it done like that. Happy days. And then that'll screw onto your top tube right here. But I don't know, I really like the design of this. I have some sort of affinity with carbon fiber, and I don't know why that is, but I really do dig carbon fiber mods. I have 2. I have the Aspire CF sub as well, which is sort of a similar carbon fiber effect. But the engravings are really nice on it. It's all like, you know, well done. Feels good. Pretty cleanly machined. The threads are all silky smooth on this mod as well. It's everything screws in really nicely. So like if I was to screw this on, it's very clean. You know, it'll do it without any hitch, and then it sits quite flush and tight on there with the actual body of the unit. So I mean, all in all, it's pretty slick. Let's just pop our little Samsung in here. Like so, and we're gonna get in there, there we go. And then stick her Addy back on. The reason I'm just showing you guys this is I just want to show you how it sits, you know, while it's on a desk. It's not going to fire like that. See, as you can see, it's not going to fire. I have to really press down to fire it, and then it'll fire, but it's a really sort of snappy action. It's not going to just happen, you know what I mean? So let's go up top again and check out the rest of it. Okay guys, so we're back, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. What can I say? The threading is smooth. It'd be nice if the firing pin was a little bit better. It's sort of awkward. The threading is smooth. The switch is unique-ish. It works pretty well. And when I say pretty well, it works perfectly. There's no issue with it. I haven't had it automatically fire. But again, this is not a mod that you're going to be taking out. If this is your first mechanical mod, I wouldn't buy a Fuhattan for the first one. I'd buy something like the Tree of Life, which I also have. It has a locking mechanism. It's much more sort of user friendly, I guess you could say. As I think anything with a locking mechanism is a lot more user friendly than something like this that can auto fire in your pocket or anything like that. So you don't want to be carrying this thing around. This is literally just for messing, and let's have a little bit of a mess. And again. Doge puts out a lot of vapor, you know. It's good. I actually like it. It's quite open. This is the Doge V2 I've got sitting on here. So all in all, guys, Fuhattan's good. Looks slick. If you're looking at this, you're probably going to buy it anyway. I got mine from Hcigar.com for €35. So that's not too bad. It's a pretty good deal. It's a nice heavy mechanical mod. Nice one to add to the collection. Pretty unique. There's an interesting backstory between the whole Manhattan Fuhattan thing. So you should read into that too, because I'm not going to talk about all that unnecessary bullshit. But I hope you enjoyed this review. This is my first mechanical mod review. As we go on, I'm going to test the voltage and stuff like that. The reason I didn't is because I have an older battery in here. I want to get fresh batteries for testing all that stuff. So if you came here, you're in the wrong place for voltage parts. I will do them though once I get fresh batteries. I'm actually using a friend's batteries, so I can't really give accurate sort of readings for you guys. But yeah, that's it. That's the Fuhattan. Great little mod. I really like the look of it. It's definitely unique. Kind of a little bit janky looking, but it's cool. There's a certain charm to it. So go out and check it out from Hcigar. Get it at Hcigar.com for €35. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching. I've been Rob the Vapor. Haters catch the vapors. I'll see y'all later.